Welcome back, guys, and today is the day we are going to start working on the Airbnb. It's still pretty cold, but we want to get going on it because we all know that winter is going to pass by really quick and spring's going to be around the corner, and then we are we're going to go through the cabin, get some measurements, do some cleaning, get everything out we don't want and need in here, and come up with a game plan. And then I thought instead of bringing all my tools into the cabin, I'm going to keep them all in the shop. The shop's way more than the cabin, so we're going to get the measurements here and get all the little projects like handrail and possibly, like we talked about, refurbishing the door, getting some shelves done. We'll do all that in the shop, and then we bring it over here and install it. So let's take a look and see what we've got, what we got to get out of here, and get started. Okay, well, this is the upstairs of the cabin, and that is where we're going to start. So I'm going to start grabbing things. There's not a whole lot up here, but this mirror is going to go downstairs. We got another one in the corner here, a TV, and some blankets. Besides that, the upstairs looks pretty good. And this here will be the first project. I'm going to have a nice handrail going across here for sure. And I think I decided to not have a handrail here because we have all the shelves and closets. So coming up the stairs here, it would be kind of silly to have a handrail here and we can't get to the shelf. So, and I don't think anybody's going to be walking up here anyway because of headroom, and you're able to get to the shelves and the little storage area back here. So I'm going to focus on this side here first, get the handrail planned out and get that done, and then we can come up with decorations and get the bed situated, maybe a couple chairs up here, stuff like that. So yeah, we're gonna start up here. All right, we got a good start going. We got lots of things, I'm gonna call it, everything kind of blankets, bags, some stuff we had underneath the stairs I pulled out, and kind of get a clean start here. The couch we're gonna keep here for now. We'll see if the couch is gonna blend in or not. The mirror the same. And this corner here is still kind of a disaster, but it needs to just go out, and we got some of the Christmas decoration boxes in here, so it looks more than it actually is. And this TV is going to disappear, the other TV, and there's another TV. So we got like 3 TVs in here. All that's going to come out. And as far as upstairs goes, I think we are ready to get started. Upstairs is really just minor stuff, so it shouldn't take us too long. You gonna help me, Heidi? So I'm gonna be working on the handrail and the spindles, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take all kinds of scrap material I have sitting around here, 2x8s, 2x10s, and cut the spindles. They're going to be about 36 inches long, so I can use all the leftovers I have and see how many I can get out of it. We're all done in the shop now. We're gonna check on the chickens and then we're gonna go to bed and continue in the morning.
Hello. Hi, girl.
Some breakfast, huh? Let's get some breakfast. Hands are cold. Oh, lots of eggs. Ooh, a shiny one. So that's 15 eggs. We're in the winter. That's really good. Come on, Heidi. So this piece right here, the floor trim, I want to leave the way it is, and I'm going to notch out our bottom piece So this corner is going all the way to the plywood right here and fill this gap. So we're gonna notch this out. And then this will all be cut out. Should be 3/4 of an inch, yep. So make sure we get this done right. 3/4 of an inch. And then over on this end, I'm going to cut this piece off, this plywood right here. So it's flush with the 2x8 underneath. So this is going to be a nice straight run where our post is going to be sitting. And I did bring a level so we can just continue this line here. And that's exactly how long I want this piece to be. So we're going to cut this off. So I'm going to have to start off by cutting this plywood piece out. So I'm going to run a saw along here, take this piece out, and then cut the line up here nice and straight along this plywood. So actually this saw works really good. It's like a trim, I don't even know what they call these things, like a trim saw. So obviously you can't get a jigsaw in here because there's no room to get it even in there. And then this saw I'm using goes on a very high speed to the left and right like this, but very, very fast. And you can get this saw straight into a very tight corner, and you can just rest it on this 2x here and go along. So, and I was kind of scared because the blade's not very good anymore, but I think it'll do enough for one cut here. Very loud, so you want to use earmuffs. But we'll get this piece out, and then we can continue. Okay, we got this out. This plywood up here, nice and straight, and we're gonna set a board all the way against this one here. So that wasn't too bad. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this plywood with a knife right along this line here. So when I use my jigsaw, I'm not going to tear all the plywood layers up towards me and make it look like super rough. Don't want to cut into my hand here. The reason I cut this is because the jigsaw blade goes up and it likes to tear the top layer of the plywood and makes it look real rough. But if you take a knife blade just a little bit more to the right of where your cut is, whatever gets pulled up gets interrupted by the knife blade. So here's my blade. You can, it's hard to tell. Goes along here. So it should be looking like this here, a nice smooth edge when I'm finished. I'm gonna have to notch out this little piece right here because the plywood sticks out a little further, and then hopefully this piece will fit right in there. And I'm gonna go ahead and use the jigsaw from the bottom so the tear goes down instead of up, which should keep this line nice and smooth. Go right in here. And then we got a nice finish from the step up the rise and onto our finished floor. All right. So now we can continue on our finished piece. Okay, so we're ready to install the spindles now, these pieces. Tasha went ahead and cut them all to the same length. We got a 4-inch spacer in between the post and the first spindle, so that's low code, so nobody's gonna fall through there, especially younger kids. We got a little spacer on the bottom, so we're always exactly in the middle, 4 inches away in between the spindles. And there's our second one. So that way we always have the 4 inches, same measurement in between each one.
The very last one.
Believe it or not,
4 inches?
3 7/8, so we're an 1/8 of an inch, even less than what code requires, so that's good. But I think we used the wrong calculator. We got a lot of leftovers.
Oh boy.
No, it's
How do you,
how do we screw it?
yeah.
I'll show you.
Okay.
So if you grab this end there, gently up because it's kind of got a weight on it. Perfect. And then watch out that
There's
post.
some wood there too. Hold on.
Okay. If it doesn't go in, it should go in, huh? I was about to say go up a little bit. Okay. And then it comes out literally to the corner of the post. We're flush with the post right here and our trim piece, and I'm going to put one screw just for now to hold it in place in case we have to do an adjustment. Alright, and this is our finished piece going right up there.
Perfect.
Okay, there you go. Oops. And then these little holes we can fill with putty. But I like using screws, like finished screws, because nails sometimes, you know, over years they want to travel back out, and then you get a nail sticking out. So I think these were way better. Okay, we're gonna come over. Right there, and we'll check this side one more time. Should we have some lunch?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, and then we'll do the handrail.
All right, guys, I wanted to show you something. Ollie's going to show you. I went out to get the eggs this afternoon, and I got a huge surprise. So this is an average egg right there. And then this is what I pulled out.
It's like a dinosaur egg.
Oh my gosh, it's huge. It's a huge egg. I feel so bad for that chicken.
So I'm gonna screw this down here now onto the spindles. And then the last thing we're gonna do on this side is putting a tab board all the way across to the very end. Secure everything, and this is all done. Final piece going in place. So we're gonna slide it down, and then we put screws from underneath here into this piece. Hold it in place. Okay, 7/8. All right, perfect timing. Alrighty guys, we got this all done, and we're gonna wrap this up in this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys on the next one when we put the handrail going down the stairs. Finish all the trim up here on the opening, and then we can start moving downstairs and get started with the remodel down below. Thanks guys for watching, and see you on the next one.